What's up, concert addicts? Johnny Kinsvater here with Concert Addiction, talking about some more shitty news, but this story has a little more of a silver lining than some of the other shitty news stories I've had to do lately. The Luke Bryan video was about violence that erupted at that concert. This one pertains to an actual artist and something that happened to her personally. A tragedy, but there's a silver lining to the story. Demi Lovato, as a lot of you know, was very public in the past few weeks. She's been in the headlines quite a bit lately. The pop singer suffered from an overdose shortly after revealing that she had relapsed after being 6 years sober. The details are still fuzzy, I believe, on what she overdosed on. A lot of people are saying heroin. They do know that Narcan was used to bring her back, which means that it was some sort of opiate. But without speculation, she was in the hospital for quite some time and obviously had to cancel a few performances because of that, but has decided to seek help at a rehab facility and has called off her tour, or at least a large majority of the tour dates in Central and South America. And areas like that, I'm not sure if she was planning on touring stateside or anything like that. I'm not entirely sure how long she'll be off the road, but she has canceled a lot of her shows that have already been scheduled. And as horrible as that is for the fans and things like that, it's honestly a good thing to me. This is a silver lining of the shitty story. The shitty part is she relapsed. She almost died, actually. That's how bad it was. But the silver lining is she's acknowledging that she needs help. And she's getting that help. Something that a lot of people aren't strong enough to do. And honestly, it should be the start of the next movement, man. We all were able to rally behind the Me Too last year and get people fired up on that. The next thing should be celebrities speaking out against, or not against, but about mental illness and drug problems, or drug addiction problems in general, because a lot of people suffer from that, and a lot of people don't have the balls to speak up about it or get help for it or even talk about it. And if more people, and it sucks that she had to relapse to get to this point and almost die, and she's spoken out about it before, but for some reason these stories don't gain the traction. The media doesn't want to shed the light on it. But it happens, not just to famous people. Real world people suffer from addiction and mental illness, and Demi Lovato has always had a special place in my heart because she's always talked about it. She's always opened up about it. She's opened up about her eating disorders, her mental health disorder, like other mental health disorders, and now her drug addiction. And it's good because she's getting help, but by acknowledging that, she's actually helping other people too, which a lot of people aren't acknowledging. I've been posting about this on the Facebook some, and people just keep commenting, bitching, why are we still talking about her, blah, 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 you know, whatever, like nobody cares. Well, people do care, otherwise it wouldn't be in the news, and she wouldn't, like, the shows that she's canceling wouldn't be huge but huge arena shows with sold out crowds. Like, just because you don't like her doesn't mean that she doesn't have fans. Obviously, she's very famous, and I love her, to be honest with you. So I'm happy that she's getting this help. I obviously have suffered from addiction and things like that too. That's why, if you read my bio, that's kind of why I started this whole channel thing. This is my outlet, going to concerts and talking about them. That's kind of what I like to do. I've had to get help at some points in my life, and so granted, I was never a superstar, and I didn't have the whole world watching me while I was doing it. So that's also another thing to look at, is more props to her for being able to do this, because a lot of people would just give up and say fuck it. But she's strong, and she keeps going, and I love her, and I'm not going to blab too much more about it because I know a lot of people are tired of hearing about it. But like I said in some of my other previous videos this weekend, I have not made a whole lot of videos lately because I've been busy as fuck. And so I'm just trying to get them out there now. And so here's my thoughts on the whole Demi Lovato situation. Even though we shouldn't even really care. I'm talking about it because it canceled tour dates, and this is a concert program, if you will. We talk about concert shit, and that affects the concert. So that's why we're talking about it. But much love to Demi Lovato, and get better. And I know it's always a big argument online. Addiction is a choice, not a disease. Whatever your opinion on it is, addiction is a disease. Like, in the books, it's written as a disease. So whether your opinion on if it was a choice or regardless, she's still a human. We still care about her. Plus, she gives a lot back that people don't know about. And just her talking about this stuff in general helps a lot of people out. So we need to give credit where credit is due, and people saying that she wished she died and things like this online, I just get sick of seeing it. So I wanted to express my opinions on the whole situation, And now I'm going to wrap this up. I know I keep rambling even after I'm going to wrap it up. I love you, Demi Lovato. All right, now my plugs. Check out my Facebook page. We got a big online following there. Tight little community, about 3,500 people. We just talk about concert stuff all the time. That's facebook.com/concert addiction. We'll tell you whenever big festival lineups come out, whenever viral shit happens at a show. Concert news in general, we talk about it there. Facebook.com/concert addiction and my website, concertaddiction.com. Make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also check us out. If you're in the area, we are going to be hosting a panel at the Fort Collins Comic-Con. Panel titled Comic Books and Rock and Roll. We're going to be going over all the history of the influence on each other between comic books and rock and roll. We're talking history of crossovers as well. So check that out. Go to the Facebook page for more information, and thanks for watching. Bye.